Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Dead Unicorn, the tabletop role-playing game club. I'm your host, Corey, and today is a very British day. Today we're going to introduce ourselves in our AP British accent. I hope you got them prepared, right?
Hey, what? I thought you said Cockney.
No, AP.
AP?
Is it? That's what it's called, right?
RP?
It's RP,
Is it RP?
Royal pronunciation.
Oh, it's RP.
Received.
Oh, do I have egg on my face? Silly me.
Also, that's definitely Australian.
Australia? That's not Australian. This is Australia. No.
Yeah, that's what you've been doing.
Wrong.
Have I been doing
But I think you were doing a nice Coxwold.
Coxwold?
Yeah, he's really good at cockswolling.
So, this is Shadow Empire. We're playing Legend of the Five Rings. And we're not going to do Japanese accents. That's something we're not going to do.
No. I'm
Because that
pretty
would
sure
be
I would
offensive. But
mangle
when it's
that.
against the British, it's fine. No one likes the British.
Well, the British make fun of American accents all the time.
I find that if you do an accent, have somebody in mind that you are doing an impression of. Because it's okay to do impressions of people, but not like an accent if you're poking fun. So that way, when people are like, "That's racist," that's to do that accent to somebody. Say, "That's not racist. I'm doing this person. This is my impression of him." You're racist for thinking that's all people. That's all that you were thinking that I was thinking that's all people. That's on
Corey,
you.
this
Then
is
you
how
turn it
we
right
make-
back around on them, and then boom, you win. You're the winner now. And that's what life is about.
Like
Being
This
the
is
winner.
the elevated take you think it is, Corey.
No, I just hate it when people are like, "Oh, it's racist to have an accent," and I'm like,
not.
"No, it's not racist to have an accent.
No.
It's racist to be making fun of somebody for having an accent."
That's what's racist. That's true. Anyways, moving on from this, we have a poll, and the winner of the today's poll is Narin. Narin.
Come on, guys, I need it.
I want to be like Corey, so I'm gonna get into the whorehouse right now. Let me use that auto success.
You.
Let me have this.
That's very crass. An Oiran is not that. It is a courtesan, high class.
She's a
It's a
high-class
joke.
entertainer with a lot of skills.
High-
British accents don't sound like what came out of your mouth either, but did I comment on that? No.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. Oh, wait, no, Crystal did.
That was Crystal.
Crystal
It wasn't
did.
me.
What about me?
You're the one who commented on Corey's accent.
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't very good. Yeah.
If we're gonna do, I guess if I gotta do RP, I have to do a Hermione accent, cause she is proper. She has that proper accent.
Hear me out now. You could just do an Obi-Wan accent.
That
Hello
too.
there.
Hello there.
Why,
Yes,
hello there.
that's it's correct.
I am pretty good
You
at
can't
doing
do an
a
Obi-Wan accent
Obi-Wan
because
accent.
now that you've said that, you and me are going to be bricked up.
I
the
don't-
entire
That's true.
I don't
I
remember
love
ever
it.
owning
You're
a
gonna be
droid.
bricked up?
Cody.
Both of us, absolutely bricked up.
I've
Oh,
been
okay.
doing Obi-Wan accent for as long as I can remember.
I'll try to forget that.
Don't remember.
Just imagine Sokka being bricked up and then
All right.
Keep it in your mind's eye.
Oh, you'll never find a more wretched hive.
of scum and villainy.
We must be cautious.
General Grievous.
Stormtroopers.
Why, hello there, General Grievous.
Now you just sound like you're going to give General Grievous a hand job.
I
Only
believe the
stormtroopers have such
Jedi Council
accuracy.
had something in mind when they sent me over.
Oh
I
You do
mean, you
have
said
four
you guys
hands
were
after
bricked
all.
up.
General Kenobi.
And this stream
I
demonetized.
love Obi-Wan Kenobi. He is my favorite. I don't care what anybody says. He is the best.
He's
Ewan
pretty
McGregor.
great.
General
And you
Kenobi
know what?
cannot give me a hand job, for I have the 4 hands. It will be me that will be doing the job.
Oh, no.
Well, you also don't have a dick, so I guess that is true.
His crotch opens up and there's like 4. They're all
I have
spinning.
collected them from as many Jedi as I have defeated.
I leave all of my
Oh my
animal
God.
Yeah, maybe he collects them like he does
Maul.
lightsabers.
I took away Maul's penis, then Grievous. I stole Dooku's while he was turned around with Anakin during the cave fight scene.
And Ventress is surprisingly.
Ventress's came off quite easily.
Ventress
actually.
just gave it to me.
Surprisingly easily. Though she keeps saying she wants to give it to me back, which I'm not sure.
Give it to you in the back.
Oh.
Nara needs
Yeah,
free
dude.
successes so she can make money from the mob. Thank you, Wargius.
Money from the mob.
Money from the mob. Anyways, we'll be having another poll sometime this week. Check the community page and vote for your favorite, and they get a cool benefit, which is an instant success. They don't have to roll; they can just be like, "I succeed at the roll." What else is going on? I guess you can introduce your characters real quick, and then we can start out with Matt, who is off camera.
He's an
Unfortunately.
orange
Oh,
rectangle.
good. He is back.
Oh no, I just had my voice disabled. I was letting you guys talk because you won't know when I will be talking.
That's why we want the face rig, man. That's why we're like, get a VR, a VTuber avatar up real
I have
quick.
to install OBS, and that's gonna take a minute.
Oh my god.
Why are you off camera? Did you get like
He's
a
having an
terrible
allergic reaction.
injury or something?
No, it's not an
Allergic
injury.
reaction
It's just
is I
I'm
look
very
kinda
stuffy.
like-
I have tissues stuffed up my nose, and my face has gotten puffy from the allergies.
Watch.
But he's a trooper and he's still here. We'll be starting.
Thank you, Derek.
Matt, introduce your character real quick and move it on to the next person.
All right. I play Doji Daisuke, the warrior poet courtier. So he is part of the Crane clan. He has decent enough ambitions as as the apprentice to the new White Dragon. And I believe my last claim for last session was that I was going to have him write some inspiring poetry for all the citizens.
We lost you. Matt? Are you there? Oh.
Who is next? Matt, who is next?
Oh, you want me to choose? All right.
Hold
Ida
on.
Youngso.
I think my internet went out.
All right.
I
play
don't know
Ide
what
Youngso.
happened.
Oh, the tiny shinobi and musician. So I haven't really been able to show the musician side much. I've been acting more as the group's tiny tank. And I am starting to hit much conflicted feelings about things. I now have 2 separate bosses telling me to do opposite things.
That's not good.
You and Kuranagi can be twins, but like in a sad, ouchy way.
And I
Instead of, like,
will
sweet way.
toss it to Sasha because her character walked away from such conflicts.
Hi, I'm Sasha. I play Naurin. She walked away from such conflicts. She's a Ronin now. Also, she got sneezed on by a dog last session. Naurin's a duelist. She fight people good. She has a little bit of notoriety in the city of the Rich Frog, because the last time she was here, she took a goon's head off. Whoops! And caused a big problem.
Well,
But-
not just any goon.
Yeah, their name is actually not pronounced Goon. It was Gong.
Goon, sorry. The goon named Goon. Bloody Hammer Goon. And apparently has some notoriety among the other goons. All the little goons in the city. Sometimes half of it good, half of it not so good.
The city's goonin'.
City's goonin'. Full of goons.
City of the Fresh Goon.
And I'm gonna pass it off to Derek.
I
think I
am
named-
Derek, and I play your
A goon?
your friendly neighborhood scorpion, who goons all over the place.
Goons for Thora.
Gooning for Sora.
I just want to point out that I did not name any of my NPCs goons. They are Boseki thugs.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry.
Thugs.
I used a synonym. I apologize.
They are super predators.
Alpha males, obviously.
Are super predators, of course. I am playing Shishora Kuranagi, your friendly neighborhood scorpion, who is painfully aware of all the horrible conspiracies going on that are all coming together in this one horrible place. And she is becoming more and more paranoid about her capabilities of actually making it out of this whole engagement alive. Yeah, she last we left off with her, she was trying to figure out the best way to get into an oi run, and
Into an Oiron?
yeah,
Yes.
getting right into it. Hopefully, she'll be able to figure out whether they can shapeshift themselves into another copy of Sora. That would be nice. Having 3 of them running around, I think, is a good balance.
3 is the right
And I'll
number,
pass
huh?
it off to Moshi Sora.
Hello,
Stop
I'm
looking at her.
Crystal. I play Moshi Sora, your friendly neighborhood fire Shugenja. You know, not a scorpion, but a centipede.
She's actually friendly, though.
The nice kind of bug.
1,000
1,000 legs that go for miles.
Super stealthy.
Got a good bite though.
Yeah.
Anyway, I found out that I am literally hatched from a dragon egg.
Hot.
Yeah, I was gonna say that still does it for her, I'm sure.
I'm sure.
She was wondering why she didn't have a belly button all these years.
Yeah.
I
She didn't need
know,
one.
like, what?
Lizard woman!
Perfect just like she is.
But I still don't know what exactly the whole story is about me and my adoptive sister, the blood speaker. So we'll see if I can find out anything else about that. So that just leaves James.
I think
No,
James
I already
went.
went.
Oh
already
no!
went.
Oh, you already went.
that's-
Yeah.
You're the
Okay,
last
I'm
one.
the
You're
last
sending it back to
one.
Corey.
Brings it back to me. I am neither friendly nor neighborhood. I am the narrator.
I mean, you're kind of hood.
You are the neighborhood because you're the game master. You
Yeah.
are the world, the neighborhood we're in.
I am a
You're every
narrator.
friendly person we meet.
And all the unfriendly ones too.
So, I'm going to start with Matt because he wanted to do something very important before the game ended last time. And he still didn't have his VTuber thing up.
Oh, you still want me to do that? All right, fine. I'll install OBS and wait
Yes!
for that.
How 1,000 times? Yes! I need, like, something to look at. We're on YouTube. This is, like, a video thing.
It's a visual medium.
Yeah, it's a visual medium, my friend.
It would be nice for you to have some kind of face.
Uh-huh.
And when you want to talk, you going like you usually do, we'd be able to see that.
All right.
Some sort of emotions or something that we can process. Anyway, what were you attempting to do? You wanted to write a poem?
Yes, an inspirational poem to help at least give some like spiritual and emotional resolve for people who are still stuck within the city. It's like, don't worry, have hope. We are part of the empire, and we are resilient people.
So you made a composition roll with 3 successes, which is enough to make a very good poem. But it is late. Do you have a plan on how to get this poem to the people?
All right, I'll see if I like. I assume at this point, the Empire has like printing presses or whatnot, right?
No.
They have scribes.
They do have scribes. Yes.
Ah,
They
all right.
have
So
scribes,
I'll see if I can do that in the morning.
there are probably also artists who can make silk screens,
Oh,
which is basically like having a printing press, but it'll take more time to put it together initially.
All right. Then everybody sleeps for the night. Y'all have dinner, and then you slept, and then you wake up in the morning, and y'all can get together. Y'all can wash up, get together at breakfast, and discuss the plans for the day.
I'm planning on going back to Mao's China shop.
Because you forgot you went there yesterday?
Did you collect some money?
I collected some money.
Can Naren like walk up with Bobo like under its little armpits? Like
No,
out in the rear? No, it ran off somewhere?
you don't know where Bobo is.
Interesting.
Uh-oh.
oh no! The sage ran off.
The sage.
Yeah, this is the sage between the stars.
The whole time?
Anna, her little dog. Ruff, ruff.
Did I hear anything, by the way, else at the Dragon Embassy?
No. Nothing more than that.
The sage
I
licked
think basically this
buttholes.
morning it will be gone.
You hear, you know what? Make a sentiment check. TN4.
I'll spend a void point.
You hear some grunting, some wet slapping sounds.
It's
a
gonna
few
be water.
I
It's gonna
have
be water. Water.
I have okay, I'll have to re-roll this then. Also, I have keen hearing, if that matters.
Yes, it 100% matters. You can use
Okay.
that.
What are you doing?
Overhearing slapping noises?
Yeah, are you like listening into James's room or something, or what?
No, I'm listening into the embassy, the Dragon Embassy. Well,
Okay.
sucks
so-
to be me.
Too bad, so sad. You did not get this piece of hard to get information.
Ah,
It happens.
do I have anything else that could help me here? I don't think so.
Not an auto success.
Why'd you reroll one of your successes?
Because I have keen hearing, so I got to re-roll 2 of
But-
my misses.
But you rerolled a success.
No, I didn't.
That's what it shows me.
No, it re-rolled into a
Oh, it
success.
re-rolled into a
Came-
success.
Came up to.
It was a blank die that went into a thing. Do I have anything else? No, that doesn't help. Eat a young so will only help me reduce strife. Remove strife. Baishinaren. What does having a rank 2 connection with somebody do?
It means it says it here, friends and allies of your partner tolerate you, will give you benefit of the doubt, hear you out if you need something, partner trusts you implicitly, is willing to assist you, things like that.
But rank 2 gives you something too.
For
That's
us, it would make it so that it would negate 2 strife if we had 2 ranks in the skill.
It doesn't do anything special until rank 3.
Oh, it's not until rank 3.
And it doesn't matter because we're both PCs anyway. It's more those parts of the feature are more useful on NPCs.
Well, I fail.
It's all right. It's
Okay.
not pertinent information. It's not anything that needs to make the story go forward. It's okay.
But I want it nonetheless.
So breakfast. Y'all are eating your rice and natto and
Yep,
egg and whatnot.
Like smoked fish or whatever. Whatever they got. I'm not super picky.
But yeah, Bobo's not there. Don't know where he went.
Brutal. Okay. I imagine that Kuranagi comes into the feed hall a bit
Feed
late.
hall.
Yeah.
I hope some Mantis Clan person didn't get a hold of Bobo. They'd turn him into lunch.
Oh, that's racist.
That is racist. My
Racist
dad
against
does
mantis.
not
Against
eat dogs.
Against a fictional Mantis Clan?
It depends on why you said it. I don't know. Do they
I just
eat
picked
dogs?
a
Is
minor
that
clan at
what
random.
they have that they'll eat anything or what?
I mean, they are poor.
Oof. Then that is kind of racist, yeah. Just a smidge.
Well,
And
it's
one of the
flat.
unicorn books I have from a previous edition said that's one of the attitudes some unicorn have towards the mantis is that they'll eat
Oh.
pets.
Ah,
Oh,
okay.
okay. That makes sense.
That makes it less racist for you to say that without context, yeah.
But yes, if
Doesn't
if
say
you
that
say
it's
that in
true.
character, I will say, "That's terrible. My dad doesn't eat dogs." Oh.
Naren sits down and
Point
says,
is that centipede.
has anyone seen Bobo?
Not
think-
since last night.
I think perhaps I
No.
scared him off on accident.
Did you
Really?
do something in particular, or you just think that he doesn't like you?
Oh, I think
More-
Bobo certainly likes you.
More so the second.
I think Bobo does like you the way he was licking your face.
I'm not good with children or animals or people. Really.
We know, and we still like you anyway.
I think you're a pretty cool dude.
What does rustling cattle have to do with anything? It's what a dude is.
A cowboy, yeah.
I think a dude is the hair on a whale's ass.
What?
That's even worse.
I've never heard that one. But yes, as far as I'm concerned, well, Matches is typing in my Word document here, but a dude is somebody who works with cattle.
I'm trying to help you. He wants to
Not
be your
that
note
that's
taker.
relevant.
It doesn't help that all the notes are as.
I hate to tell you, but your cat's illiterate.
He is. He really is.
It
He
helps.
just typed like 50 M's all in a row.
Hey, they're doing their best for not having opposable thumbs.
My cat's illiterate too, but he at least stays away from the keyboard.
Unfortunately, evil only gets you so far
Yeah.
in terms of smartness.
But I mean, what do you expect from a creature whose main sound is
The good cat impression there.
Yeah, it caused Leo to lift his head up and look right at you. Though he did have a look on his face of, what did you say about my mother?
Oh, did we just lose Matt?
Yep.
He
And I
might be
have to-
refreshing in order to get the
Ah, there
virtual
he is.
to work. Now you got to go through the settings and set the right camera.
Yeah, I have it on OBS, maybe. Virtual camera, animes. It's picking it up, but it's not broadcasting anything.
Have you applied changes yet?
Yes. I mean, I have it going at start virtual camera, so start streaming maybe. Nope.
I didn't need OBS to use it before. You just had to have the VTT recognize the animes as the source.
Well, I see animes going. I just not seeing it right now.
Hmm. Well, as I said, I want to go back to Mao's China shop. What are the rest of you planning to do today?
I don't really have any specific plans. I thought maybe we could make plans together on what we should be doing.
Daisuke said not too long ago that he desired to unite the Keru. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed.
Do you have any plans on how you intend to do that?
After seeing the Boseki in action, I haven't the slightest clue.
And who gave you this assignment, may I ask?
My daimyo.
Does this not concern you in the slightest? We know that the Crane are involved in the
Yes,
conspiracy.
it does.
I wonder what there is to gain from having the Keru be united for them.
Well,
That
no reason
is
for me
an
to keep this
excellent
information from you
question.
regardless, but they, from what I've read from my note, is that they want a favor from the Mia.
Mia are
The Imperial family
the
members.
Imperial family? Okay,
And the ones charged with taking over the city.
that's right.
Well,
I think they're
no, the
Pretty-
Lion are taking over the city from
Yeah.
the Mia.
the Mia are the current stewards.
Yes.
Naren like kind of pushes her food around a little bit and then says, I should mention the I always forget which one it is. Let me open up my notes. Do 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 do. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where are my notes? Was it the Boseki or was it the? I have too many notes. Now I have the issue of I've written too much, and now I need to find
Yeah,
it.
What are you trying to? What are you wondering?
Where did I take these? Dragon Lord's house?
Dokugeru.
Was it the Dokugeru or the Boseki that gave me that I spoke to? It was the Where are my notes? Where'd they go? They're
You
not
talked
in
to
my
the
government.
Boseki.
I talked to the Boseki.
Yes,
I
the
need to know
Boseki are the ones who are led by Rancid Steve. I don't forget his name.
Rancid Steve.
Rancid.
Rancid
something
Yomachi.
weird.
Oh, I found it. Yeah, Boss Yomachi has an offer. Okay. And then they're Boseki, right?
That's right.
Okay, I need to make this clearer real quick because I'm always struggling to remember between the two. Okay, there we go. So the Boseki made me an offer in the town. They said that their boss Yomachi had taken some interest in me, and offered me a gift that they will pay me for every person I kill while I am in the city. I don't know exactly how we can use this yet, but it does give me an in route to have an audience with Rancid Yomachi.
Oh, that wasn't a good thought.
You put it in
Decimate-
governor's estate.
Yeah, I know.
Decimate the Lion District, and that might not be a horrible thing. That's a bad thought, and I wish I hadn't said it out loud.
Well, I suppose if we do end up having to kill somebody, it wouldn't be terrible to also get paid for it. Though, obviously, it's best to try to avoid killing anyone in the first place.
I guess at this point, Kuranagi will come in looking rather haggard.
Kuranagi, did you sleep well?
No.
You look like you got ran over by a wagon without the joys of drinking before.
No drinking. Have to stay on my toes.
At the very least, you must have some medicine, right?
Medicine? For what?
For energy.
Oh. Yeah. I guess I do.
That is not sustainable.
Of course
And
not.
what
But
else?
it would be better than nothing, right? Is
Right.
there anything we can do?
No. Just had to spend time making sure my room was soundproof.
If it would put you at ease, you can bring your sleeping mat into my room.
Then I need to make sure your room is soundproof. Now you see my dilemma.
Or I suppose I could bring mine into your room.
I mean, if you want a buddy to sleep with, I guess, yeah, you can come in.
Naren just gives her a glower.
It's probably best that we sleep together for safety. Right?
Everyone, or just in pairs?
I am willing to share my sleeping quarters with both of you, so long as Kuranagi can promise to keep her hands to herself. I desire to actually sleep at night,
Well,
and your tossing and turning
But-
in the other room is hard enough to listen to already.
It's gonna be tough because I'm gonna have to be spending some time soundproofing the room.
Whatever for.
Make sure nobody's listening.
Corey, can I make, I don't know, a sentiment check or, maybe a medicine check to see if I think she seems sane?
Yeah, sure. Air sentiment sounds good to me.
get those ice cold grippers off my leg.
TN2, you said?
Yeah. No. What's your vigilance?
4.
4.
TN4. Okay,
TN4.
fuck.
TN4.
We can call it a 3 since I'm sleepy.
Yeah, sure. TN3.
Kuranagi-san, you are
Hmm.
worrying me. I can't remember ever seeing you like this before. You need to take better care of yourself.
Well, I'm trying, but I gotta set up first.
Are you worried you have started stalking in your sleep or something?
He said it was TN3, not 4, so you made it.
Wait,
Yeah.
have I been talking in my sleep? For
Not
how
that
long?
Not that I know of. That's why I was asking, because why would you need to make it so
She looked
nobody can
over at-
listen in while you're sleeping?
She looks at Naurin. Have I been talking in my sleep?
Naren gives a slight shake of no of her head.
Okay,
Now you're freaking me out. Now I
So this is
need
what's
to
the
make sure.
result?
So, Kuranagi is definitely paranoid. Whether that paranoia is justified or not, she seems to believe so, and that's causing her to over prepare, to have restless sleep, and you can guess that there's something very personal about this. And that's what you get.
I would also maybe add that, like, Naurin, who is Kuranagi's partner, seems very, like, calm about the situation, but still kind of is, like, every once in a while kind of side-eyes Kuranagi with a little bit of worry.
Oh, and you do get this, one more thing. That even Kuranagi has a hint or a feeling that she's doubting herself on this kind of thing too. Like, if the threat is actually real or not.
I pour a cup of tea and hand it to Kuranagi
But that's only Sora. Only Sora knows that.
and say, please take better care of yourself. You're worrying me.
Yeah, of course, of course. Don't worry, I just need to wake up. She takes the tea and like downs
Splashes in
the
your
entire
face.
thing in one go. Puts it down.
I put
Do they have
extra
any
sugar
buns
in
this
like I
morning?
know you like.
Do they have any buns this morning, or am I too late for the buns?
I saved you some.
Good. Grabs them, pours another cup of tea, grabs them all, takes them over to her side of a table, and then starts pulling out papers. Drinking.
And Kuronagi, what do you say after we've had our rice, we all go and make sure that your room is soundproof together?
Sure. I could use some help.
Daisuke has good ears. He could stay outside and we can yell and see if he hears us.
Perhaps after that I might be able to requisition you, Kuranagi, and you, Sora, for some assistance. I was hoping we might be able to find that dog.
I'll keep
Don't
an eye
have
out
any
for him as well,
plans.
as I'll be heading in the direction we first met him in.
I would like your spiritual assistance as well. Perhaps you could commune. There is something strange about that animal, and I am unsure what to make of it.
Bobo?
That is, yes,
Bobo's the sweetest little man I've ever seen.
I hope so. But I would like to see if the spirits have any advice,
And
any wisdom to offer on the nature of that animal.
James?
Youngso makes
Sure.
a small joke of, oh, darn, now I'm second place to a dog.
James?
Mhm.
What do you mean when you said that you were going to keep an eye out for him?
I mean, when I'm going to go to Mao's China shop, that was in roughly the area where we first met Bobo.
Right, but Bobo came with you, and you're on an island.
Yeah, so he has to be on the island.
Well,
Boats travel back and forth. He may have hitched a ride.
there is that, and there's the fact that these aren't like enormously impassable rivers or anything, right?
Well,
I mean,
that is-
they're
Well, that is
it's
true.
winter, and you should
Very
be
cold.
able to walk across the ice.
Yeah, this river is broken up. It's too big to be. I don't know if it's like too big to be frozen over or something like. But it's not frozen over. But
You
it
did
is.
say that the water moved too quickly for it
Yeah,
to
the water
freeze.
moves too quickly. Yeah.
And
okay.
too much travel actually occurs on it for any ice to stay.
So
Yeah, they might actually break the ice that builds up on the
Okay, so
edges.
Because it's a trading
probably
river.
there's no crossing over ice because it would be either too cold to swim through the cold water or there's no ice to walk across.
it'd be super duper
Yeah.
dangerous, and even an animal would know that.
But he might have hopped on a boat and hitched a
Yeah.
ride.
Potentially, yeah.
Who wouldn't want this adorable little dog with them?
Well, if
Her
you're
and Aggie
looking,
like
if you're
is,
looking
is
for
like stuffing food in her face and like being all messy.
Naren looks to Daisuke and says, perhaps you should consider going to see the Boseki, or not the Boseki, the Dokugaru. I would not bring myself or Kuranagi along as, well, you remember what happened last time.
Yeah, the
Well, I would have to
well,
make
Dokigaru kind of like me, but
during the last year,
Boseki.
I
Oh,
didn't,
my
pick
internet
up-
cut out.
Uh-oh.
I would have to also personally make amends with them for the prior error or prior offense I did against them by trying to poach two of their people last time we were here in the city.
y'all are making this hard for me today.
Yeah? With the
Okay, my
off
my-
and on.
Mm-hmm.
talking and reset. Sorry.
Did you miss anything?
I was about to say something to Matt, but I don't know if Matt said something.
I did. I don't know if you guys heard me or not.
No, say
not
it
at all.
again, because we.
Okay,
we-
so Daisuke was basically saying that he's unsure of approaching them because he, like the last time we were in the city, he tried to poach two of those henchmen, and they killed those two henchmen in retribution, and that probably soured relations between himself and the Dokugaru.
Well,
He
perhaps
would like to try to make amends for it,
I made
but
I made
he's wondering how to approach that.
I made inroads with the Dokugaru, but the Boseki don't like me, and Naurin apparently made some kind of inroads with the Boseki, and the Dokugaru don't like her.
any meeting with Rancid Yomachi will likely have to wait until I have a head to bring him, or at least a conquest to claim.
Well, if we have to get into trouble, then might as well take advantage of the opportunity. Hope you don't think that I meant you were someone who would do that willingly.
Naren looks away.
Because, I know that you're not like that.
Perhaps I am like that.
No. You're way too honorable. But if you get into like a duel to the death or something, then why not take the extra gold?
Now, Ren-san, you nursed me back to health. That is not the kind of person who would do that. Please don't doubt yourself.
Naren, for all the grievances we have with one another, you have a better character than you give yourself credit for.
She has a
Don't push
better
yourself down that road.
character than most of us here. Present company excluded. I mean me. Specifically.
I appreciate it.
I am unimpeachable.
That's
I think
because you
that's
don't
the
hold
way.
any office.
Then perhaps, Kuranagi, after we have searched for Bobo, you could accompany Doji Daisuke to see what you can do to help him make perhaps amends with
Wait.
the Dokugaru.
So Bobo's on the island, and you don't know where he is?
No, I searched around briefly in the house, and I did not in the manor, and I did not see him.
Well, also
Maybe he
keep
went
in
outside
mind
to
that
poop.
he is a community dog. He might be wandering around maybe the stables.
I cannot shake this feeling. I don't know if I'm being overly suspicious, but I cannot shake the feeling that there is more to that dog than meets the eye.
Well, considering that we've been through Shinneman Forest and we've encountered all sorts of manner of creatures, I wouldn't say shapeshifting would be beyond a sound theory. But I would say trust your gut on this one. You might be right, but always leave chance that there might be room for error as well.
I would like to perhaps find out if, as strange as it sounds, if the dog is dangerous to have around. I don't mean to fuel Kuranagi's fears, but I would like to do what I can to assuage them as well.
Well, I can't hold that against you. If you feel that that dog is somehow involved with the dealings, but on the surface, at least, it seems to me like it's an innocent dog that attaches to itself to any hand that is willing to feed it.
Additionally, that dog sneezed in my face. That is a sign of evil. I'm just kidding.
This is a sign of a
I'm just
cold.
Yeah, it's a sign that Bobo's cold and wants to go indoors.
He's got the bad case of stanky boogies.
Who's a chilly little puppy?
Okay, so what's the plan for finding Bobo?
Everyone can come if we all want to go look for the dog before we split up and go our separate ways. James, if you want someone to accompany you to the china shop, Naren can definitely not go to the Dokugaru. She would probably start a fight on accident. So I can come with you if you want some company.
Out of
Naren
character.
offers because she doesn't know what you have going on, so she offers.
I have some personal business to deal with there that I can't bring someone with me on. I do appreciate the offer, though.
I understand. Perhaps I will go wander around the city then and see if there is anything that any rumors I can hear about or any action I can find on my own then. I have this uncomfortable feeling that I am being summoned by someone.
I don't think any of us should be wandering around alone. I think that's a really bad idea.
I will be fine. I can handle myself, Kuranagi.
Sure, but what if you're not fine?
I will have to be.
Maybe Moshisora should go with you.
I do not wish to hold you from something more important. If you wish to accompany the others to see the Dokugaru, you should do so. I have made enemies of them, so I cannot. Not at this moment.
Well,
Gee.
if the others feel that they can handle diplomacy with the Dokugaru on their own, I don't feel that I am necessarily the best person for that anyway. I would be happy to accompany you.
Aaron nods.
And Youngso, make sure nobody follows you.
Smile.
Keep to the
Yeah.
alleys and move quick. The lion
know
are
what?
after us, and will look for any excuse to make an example out of one of us.
You know, I have my ways of moving without being caught.
I know. Be wary and be wise. I don't think you would draw as much ire or attention as Naurin, but that is not to say that they won't hold some kind of grudge against you for your family.
Out of character. Remind me which group was Bloody Hammer going part of? Because that was the group that I got the dojo for.
Tokugaru.
Okay.
The spotted frogs.
Yeah, the Dokugaru like me because I got them that dojo. And the Boseki have no qualms with me.
Oh, well then maybe you would be better suited to going with Doji Daisuke.
Yes, but I do have that business I need to take care of.
Maybe we can all go together to the Dokugaru and then we can split off and go deal with your business.
Sounds like a sound plan to me.
It's up to you, Ida Youngso. I just don't want you to be vulnerable.
I'll be fine. In this city, in the areas I will walk, I do not believe I have any enemies.
Yes,
I
you
figured
are
you're a
just
dragon
going
territory.
to the market, right?
Yes, in
Plenty
the
of
Dragon
people.
District.
In Dragon District, you may be safer than in most, but that doesn't mean that you're beyond the reach of those who wish to strike out.
But as I said, I don't believe I have an enemy in this city currently.
We are all enemies of the lion, and they are here. Even though they may have the most amount of power in their district, they may still accost us.
And they are brash, more importantly.
And we are not necessarily friendly with any of the gangs.
I know how to disappear.
And the dragon did say that they weren't able to help us. So I would not expect a lot of assistance if things go south.
Naura looks at Moshi Sora and says, Sora, were you able to get... Well, you said you went to visit your mother, correct? And she is in Dragon District currently?
Yes.
Do you have any insight as to what... on what Fujioka was saying when he said that they cannot assist us, that he cannot stand with us and he cannot offer us an explanation. Does she have any insight as to their dealings? Or what has been going on in Dragonlands?
We did not discuss dragon politics. It was mostly personal family business that we spoke of. Just catching up.
How about anybody else? Did anybody else hear anything?
Unfortunate.
Although, I could always go and visit her again, and I'm sure she would be happy to meet my companions.
You want to bring me to meet your mom?
Naura pretends she didn't hear that. Looks away.
Kuranagi's eyes go wide.
She, I hadn't
Insert that. I think
realized,
she
but
was offering you to meet her
she
mom.
was trying to convince me, trying to introduce me to eligible bachelors.
I see.
Young So
Well,
gets a big frown at that one and then quickly erases it.
You have a solid bachelorette. Punch.
What was that?
She says, "Well, you found a solid bachelorette," and she gives you a little light tap on the shoulder.
And Naurin kind of a little bit tone deafly says, unfortunately, Kuranagi, I believe her mother may be concerned with her producing an heir. I'm not sure that's a service that you can provide.
That I'm sure that is exactly what she's after.
Young So just kind of holds up a finger like he was going to say, I could, and then just puts it away.
When is Ida Youngso crushing on Sora?
He's been doing it for as long as Kuranagi has, but out of courtesy to Kuranagi, he's been hiding his own.
I see. Probably out of a fear for your life, too.
No?
Kuranagi has been crushing on Sora since before the campaign started.
I know.
Yeah, we're
Lame.
exes.
Yeah.
And both Koronagi and Youngso take out their frustration on one another.
But
In a fun way.
it's more that
That's
Young
too straight
So
for her.
just he'd rather see his friends happy than get joy for himself in a lot of ways. So he's more about encouraging Kuranagi than going for it himself.
But if the mother's looking for eligible bachelors, he's going to be like, front of the line, move out of the way.
Well, actually, it'd be one of those of no, marry Kuranagi, but if you need an heir, I'm right here. Because then we'd both be happy.
Honestly, I don't even remember the name of the young man that she sent in my direction.
A servant will walk in and start cleaning up your dishes.
Is this the same servant who was chasing after Bobo last night, by chance?
Yes. You recognize that servant.
Oh,
Does Kanarin remember her name? Do we know her name?
No, I don't think you asked.
Yeah, she ran off chasing Bobo. Naren, says, excuse me.
Yes.
What is your name?
I am looking up a good name for a person right now. Let's see here.
I is very common. And for a
Looking
girl's
for a
name,
good name for
Maya
a
is also
character. Characters gotta have a good name.
who has a vigilance higher than 3?
Higher or 3 or higher?
Higher than 3.
No.
I do.
mine's at
Okay.
3.
Let's
Doji
say
Daisuke notices Kuranagi steal a couple of buns from the table and then slip out through a side wall and takes off running.
So you just stole a couple of buns?
Yeah.
Like
I
grabbed
mean,
a
it's
couple
not
buns
really
and-
stealing. It's just
Yeah. She just
She's- she took him and left.
we'll
I
say
imagine they were on somebody's plate and she grabbed them off the
Naren's.
plates. Yeah, and then,
Naren didn't notice.
Mhm.
She was
Or
looking
Young
talking to
So's.
the servant.
Or
Yeah.
probably grab buns from both plates.
yeah, and
So-
then took off.
this servant will say her name is I.
AI?
I the servant.
I. May I ask, were you successful in stopping that tiny beast's rampage the night before?
Oh yeah, I kicked him. I got him out, and was able to clean up all of the dirt he tracked in. I don't know what he was doing out there, but he had covered himself with all sorts of manner of dirt.
Naren gives a small bow and says, I apologize. I believe he followed me from the mainland.
Well,
I did not mean to give you additional work or strife.
I'm pretty sure that he gave the groundskeeper all sorts of extra work today, probably from digging up the entire island.
Would you happen to have any idea where you last saw him, where he might be right now?
I couldn't tell you. I hadn't seen him since last night.
I understand. Thank you. Naren gets up and finally notices that Kuranagi's gone, and then looks at her plate and notices that her buns are gone, and she gives a small frown for a half second.
And when you
Sad.
look up, you see Young So reach to his plate and go, pat, pat, pat. Look down. Then look around. Kuranagi!
And then Naren kind of huffs a little in frustration because she was looking forward to eating those. There's no more now.
I mean,
And then she gets up and says, "Let us find Kuranagi and go search for Bobo.
Daisuke had extras. He just puts one on each of your plates.
Youngs, though, you did offer your buns.
I'm trying to push the plot
whole
forward,
plate
guys.
for her. She didn't have to steal mine too.
I think. Am I not? Am I doing something wrong? Am I doing not what you want us to do?
No. I'm telling Matt, like, Matt is giving out food again. I'm like, pushing the plot forward. Let's go.
I'm trying to get up and move.
Yes.
At least buns are something you can hold in your hand and take with you.
Yes,
so take your buns, grab your buns, and go.
Naren will
Unfortunately,
take
my
her.
desk situation means I cannot stand up in front of camera without knocking something over, or else I would demonstrate.
Okay.
Instead, I will grab my cat's buns.
Tarek, where did Kuranagi go?
She's going outside
Okay.
to go look for the dog.
Everybody's outside. Everybody's out there. It's a cold, chilly day. It's not snowing, but it's pretty cold out.
She just doesn't trust that servant, so she took off.
What's the plan?
Well, look for
Well,
dog
we have
track.
survival, so I'm looking for traces of the dog.
All right.
With the ground
Survival.
forever.
Survival water.
Should the rest of us roll since we're also gonna do the
If
same
you want
thing?
to, sure. It's gonna be
This
TN3.
thing resolution issued. I can't even get to survival.
Does keen hearing help?
No.
Damn it.
This is all visual based.
If Naurin uses the smell of the meat in her bun, like rips it open to try to bribe the Bobo to come out of hiding, does that assist at all?
That does not assist at all.
Well, she does it anyway, in vain.
But you guys do that. You guys go, Bobo, boop. I got food, smell. You do all of those types of
Yeah.
things.
Okay, I
All
don't
right.
think I have anything helpful here.
I succeeded.
I think only one succeeded. One person succeeded.
Womp.
Did Sora roll?
Let's see. What was their survival check?
Survival.
I am
Survival
going
water
to-
or survey.
I'm going to use Doom
Water.
Oh my.
TN.
with my 3
TN3.
opportunity.
You're about to
Yeah,
make
yellow.
this harder for all of us.
I'm not very good at it, but I'll at least give it a try. So,
Shall I gain a void from that? And it's a minor inconvenience for myself.
wow.
I'm gonna use my
An
opportunity to drop my
actual
strife.
success.
Okay,
I
I'm
didn't
gonna
think that would happen.
I'm gonna give you 3 strife then
Ouch.
for that doom.
Okay.
As you start getting a pit in your stomach and you start really worrying about Bobo, he's not listening to your calls. He's not listening to the meat.
Maybe he fell in
Bobo
the water.
doesn't even want food.
So,
Maybe he fell into the river. Oh no.
Matt, you're the only one who got the TN.
I did too.
Yes.
You got a 3?
Yeah, I got
Yep.
3.
Okay.
I'm shocked. I only
and
have
Sora.
a 1 in survival.
Sora
Very
and Kurna, or not, and
Daisuke.
Daisuke and Sora, you both notice, because the ground is usually like really, really packed, really kind of frozen, and so like footprints can't be shown in it mostly, and they kind of like shovel the snow away. That said, you do find some footprints in some snow in certain places. Near near Saibang Shoki. And you go over to look at it, and you see a big pile of dirt right near that tree, right near the base. If you go around it to one side. Simon Shoki is the giant willow tree that takes up a large part of the front of this island. It's part of the docks.
Oh no,
All
they buried
right.
Bobo.
And they buried my boy.
I think I see dog tracks by Saibon Shoki.
Saibon Shoki.
Yes. The
Are you
giant tree.
kind of doodle over
I'll
like a
head
bun in her
over.
mouth,
Yeah.
crawling over?
So Daisuke
Now-
Sora will have to point out exactly where this pile of dirt is.
Yeah, I'm going over there. Like right over here.
And you
Looking.
guys see a dog-shaped hole going under the roots of the tree.
Naren rubs her forehead and says, I am going to have to apologize to the groundskeeper.
What?
Kurenagi ties up her like sleeves
Is he
really quickly,
in there?
and then chomps down the last bun that she has, and then starts crawling her way into the hole.
Okay.
Um,
You're gonna have to
this
make
is
a
a
roll to get
small
down there.
dog. I don't think you can just go in.
I
Send young so.
am a contortionist, so I am going to.
She has an
slither my way
advantage
in.
that lets her fit into small spaces.
Oh, okay. So you have that advantage. I'll just let you go down in there then.
I don't have the advantage.
Oh,
no.
you don't?
Oh, then no. Then if you don't have
I'm
an
just a
advantage,
contortionist.
then it
I
is
don't
a
mind
roll.
making the
Oh,
check.
you've always said that you were a contortionist, so I thought you actually had the thing.
No, I don't even think there is a
there
contortionist
is.
advantage.
There is a contortionist advantage.
Really?
I
Yes,
don't think it's
I wanted
called
to make a
contortionist.
contortionist
I think it might just be
samurai.
called flexible.
Yeah,
But yeah,
but it exists, and yeah.
I think I used that on my last or the one before that.
Because I
I
almost
didn't even
took
know
it.
that there was one, so I was just wanting to be a contortionist. Because that's what she was when she was younger. She was a contortionist, so she knows how to move or do stuff. Because she's a ninja, she's good at getting into places, getting out of places. So I wasn't actually looking for a statistical advantage.
I
just...
feel like this is a place where small stature would work, though.
Yeah, send young so in the hole.
So yeah, you can make a fire fitness roll at TN3 to
flexibility.
try and get in there.
Okay, I'll spend another void.
Hey.
Bonk, 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 bonk. I'm slithering on in.
Kurenagi, you disappear into the hole. It's total darkness in there, but you have eyes.
She has
Special eyes.
eyes.
She's got wizard eyes.
I have eyes too. Two.
You don't have wizard eyes.
Tarek's got.
You don't wear
Kurenagi's got
glasses.
wizard
Your eyes
eyes.
are wizards, Harry.
So she sees just fine down there. You notice that this goes kind of straight, like down into the tree, and it kind of opens up into a big cave where there's like the roots hanging down from the tree, and there's like the water from the river kind of laps up, and then there's a bridge going to like a cool place
What the hell?
underneath the tree.
Well, first off, I imagine y'all hear a as Kurenagi goes down to the hole and lands. Like, oh, what?
Naren kind of calls down into the hole. Did you find him?
I found a wonderland.
Kurenagi,
Alright,
did
I'm
you
coming.
get stung by something?
No. Look,
She accidentally ingested a mushroom on the way down.
look. There's a there's like a cave system down here, and it looks like it makes out into the like edges of the island. Maybe I don't know if it's easy to get in there. We can get in from that side, but if you want, you can try climbing down the hole.
Which
Can
is
Aaron
what I'm
try to fall
already
after?
where I'm already starting to go
Tarek,
in.
Tarek, for Kuronagi, it's a one-way trip down this hole. There's not like going backwards.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way back from here, though.
You got to go
Unless-
down, and then maybe you can turn around and come back up.
Oh yeah, I go down. I go all the way
Okay,
down.
you're all the way
and
down?
land-
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
For
so
sure.
you're not saying she can't get back
Ever get back up.
Like
When you're in the
like
dog
as
hole?
if she dropped down and now it's like 10 feet
Yeah.
above where she came
When
from.
you're in the dog hole, there's only one direction you can go. But once you
yeah,
make it
you're
into
just
that room
saying
down
that it's
there,
a very skinny hole
Yeah.
and you can't just turn around in the hole.
yeah. James,
This is how
Young
we
So
make
goes
other-
straight on down there, and you're down there, but it's dark and you can't see.
This is after we all die down here. They're gonna make a video about us, which is gonna call this the Cyber Samurai cave diving experience.
I was
The
gonna
story of
say
how all of us
the
died.
spelunkers.
It's gonna have like an AI voiceover talking about how we went down into a hole that we shouldn't have.
Yeah,
And,
maybe
Group
died.
hole exploration.
I call back up. Can somebody send down a torch?
Sends down Sora.
It's not that bad.
I
Once you
can't
get
see
down
my
there-
hand in front of my face, Kuronagi.
Well, yeah, you got to get past that part.
A torch, a
Just follow
lantern,
the sound of my
something.
voice.
Is there enough room for all of us down there? How big is this opening?
Yeah, there's enough room
Uh,
for everybody down there.
I mean, it's dog-sized, but
But like
you
it
can get
opens
through.
up into something,
Yeah.
right, where we could all stand.
Yes.
I'll consider going down there, but I have my uncleanliness.
Yep, you're gonna gain 3
anxiety.
strife. I'm going down there.
But we're all going down.
I'm just worried, I don't want to end up plugging up the hole. Is it a nice straight shot at least?
There's a
For the
couple
most
turns.
part,
It is TN3 to get down into there.
Fitness
Fitness,
fight. So, like, out of character, I know it's a pretty good chance that I'll be able to do this.
you're the fire, Shigenja.
I know, fire and I'm good at fitness.
Yeah.
The only issue is you're extra tall, right? Like
I
is
know.
that-
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to re-roll
It's
2
not a
dice.
disadvantage, Corey. It's an
But
advantage.
advantages can become disadvantages
in
if
certain
they-
situations,
But-
and this is
but
one of
she's
them.
also skinny. She's not broad. She's
I
skinny.
am skinny.
The
I'm
bean
skinny
hole.
but
So
tall.
take those 2, not Daisuke. Daisuke
Daisuke's
dives in
not-
apparently.
Daisuke dives in
He's
and
gonna
gets
plug
stuck.
up the hole. At
Yep.
least he's not wearing the fat suit anymore.
Okay. Daisuke, you're gonna take 4 fatigue as you kind of get trapped in that hole. You're gonna gain a void because this is your disadvantage, and gain 3 strife, and you're kind of stuck. And they're gonna have to pull you out from the back. They gotta
Oh
pull you out by
no,
your
Pooh
feet.
Bear!
Shouldn't have ate so
Should we
much
try to push him
breakfast,
in the
huh?
rest of the way instead?
You
Huh?
might
We
hurt him.
could.
Y'all want to push them down into it more?
Well, we're trying to go down there, so
Yeah.
wouldn't it be more beneficial to like have Kuronagi try to help him down from inside rather than like for him to withdraw and then have to do it again or stay out there? I don't know.
Yeah, Kuronagi and I reach in back through the hole, grab his hands, and pull.
Or like Kuronagi is like, oh, I forgot to tell you, there was a little bit of dog poop right near the
Oh,
entrance.
God.
And get Daisuke to freak out a little bit so that it'll help.
Wiggle him
Here's
out.
the thing.
Yeah, we-
The hole is very small. Kuronagi and Youngso cannot get back up there to pull him back down.
Okay.
Which one of you is going to go up there to assist Kuronagi or to assist Daisuke?
Youngso can't see.
I'll run into him and just go, ow.
Can Sora make some light and shine it down the hole?
No,
He's
Dice
Daisuke
takes
takes
up
away.
the entire thing.
you
BRB
don't
going to the bathroom.
I'm asking. You don't understand what I'm asking. Like, if Naurin, like, huddles down next to the hole and reaches in to try to yank Daisuke by the ass out or by the legs, it would be helpful to have some light illuminating.
Oh,
from the
sure, she
outside.
can. Y'all can yank Daisuke
That's
out
all.
if that's what you want to do.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably try to pull him out and make the hole bigger.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
Daisuke.
yeah, one leg each.
Yes.
They grab you by the legs and yank you out unceremoniously.
Definitely upskirting you.
Well, that was certainly undignified. Thank you, ladies.
No trouble.
You need
Next
more-
time, maybe you should check
Just-
before diving headfirst into a hole.
Fat
Just
Corn.
follow the smell.
Fat Corn has a comment in the chat. Worried about plugging stuff up? Need more fiber?
I know. We're very concerned about our fiber intake. We're all adults here.
Next time, I will shift my way around.
It's only fire. You just have to just go for it and push yourself through with all of your might and strength.
Does anyone have a shovel in their inventory? I don't think it exists as an item. That's the problem.
I don't
tool.
have a
Like,
shovel.
realistically, we probably would have had to have a shovel while traveling through Cinnamon Forest, but it's not a real item in the game. So,
But I would bet there's a groundskeeper's cabin somewhere around here for
Okay.
whoever does the gardening, and that they must have a shovel.
I have a rattling trap making kit. Maybe that might have a shovel in it.
Yeah, sure. That
It
could have a
could.
shovel. You get a
But
shovel
you're
in
in
your
the hole.
rattling trap making kit, sure. Does Sora go look for the groundskeeper's shack?
Sure. I'll go look
Yarn.
for a garden shed.
You find the garden shed with the groundskeeper.
Groundskeeper's in it.
Yep, keeping warm. Not much to do during the winter time other than shovel the snow. He's like, "Oh, Samurai-san, how about welcome to my little shack? You looking for a tool?"
Yes, actually, I was hoping that you might have a shovel I could borrow.
He looks old, but he's like, "Well, come on in, come on in. Let me get back into the." He kind of gets up, and the dude, like, as he gets up, like his kind of the
Is he,
blanket
like,
he was
all
wearing falls off,
muscles?
and he's just all ripped.
Of course
He's
he is.
just like
Rip
the
Roshi.
most. You know what they say? Don't be a gardener in a war. Be a warrior in a garden. And that's this guy took it to heart.
living by that philosophy, huh?
The proper phrase is, it is far better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war.
Naren, like, looks a little bit startled, like, eyebrows, like, eyes widen a little, and, she's like, oh man, this guy probably doesn't, need my apology, but I'm gonna give it to him anyway. So she kind of gives a little bow and says, I apologize for the mess that the dog has left behind. He followed me from the mainland.
Oh, that dog was enjoyable. No problem at all. You're looking for a shovel. Pulls out. This is what I use for the snow. This is what I use to till the gardens. What kind of shovel are you looking for? I have spades.
A
don't-
general garden shovel
All right.
sounds good.
It's like,
Something to move dirt.
here
Yes.
you are. He'll give those to you.
Thank you. We should be bringing these back very soon.
By the way, I don't necessarily subscribe to the warrior in a garden philosophy. Since if everybody subscribes to that, there would be no gardens.
There would be no gardeners either.
There would be no gardeners to garden. Exactly. We need all of those things. All
But
right.
a well-rounded warrior knows how to garden.
So you guys make it back to the hole, and y'all start digging away. Make a survival roll. TN2. Survival roll TN2. One person
One person.
from each side can make it. And the
I'm
other person,
assuming any assistance.
you can get assistance from one other person,
I'll help Sora.
but you can't like.
Until you help me.
Okay.
You said fire? Survival fire?
It's survival. I don't think it's fire here. I think it's survival earth.
Earth
Yeah.
sounds good. TN2 with assistance.
It would be survival and not labor.
Oh, labor. Yeah, that's what it is. It
Yeah,
should be
labor sounds better than survival.
Thank you. It is. It is
Oh,
labor.
you want to take the lead and I'll help?
Sorry, I know that's worse for all of us, but I was just thinking.
It
No,
is.
no.
I just didn't
It's
remember that
definitely
labor was a
worse
skill.
for me.
I didn't remember labor was a skill.
Naurin, do you have any skill in labor?
Naren's like silent tears. I'm a Bayuchi. I've never touched a shovel in my life.
Me neither. Me neither.
Johnson, you wanna
But
take
I'm
the
sure
lead
it
on the
can't be
shovel?
too difficult, right?
Right.
It's
Youngso.
similar to spear work. You just stick the
Youngso,
pointy
you-
end in the ground, twist, and then lift.
That's
So
survival,
you need to
not-
take the lead
Oh,
from our
whoops.
side,
Sorry.
and I'll assist.
I did not switch over. I was already on labor. Labor Earth TN2 with assistance.
Okay.
Tarek, Kuronagi cannot get assistance down there because he only has one tool. They have
Then
multiple
then
tools.
then Youngso will have to roll it. I can't assist.
Woohoo!
I think Youngso would be much better
Okay,
at this than me.
Youngso.
She'll hand over the shovel.
Sora did
I
her
already
job.
made most of the stuff. He's up here.
Youngso's down there with me.
Oh, he didn't have to make a roll because he was tiny.
No, he
Yeah,
got
he's-
down here first.
He's the tiny spy. He goes straight down that hole.
Remember, you only take one strife from that.
Well,
or no,
Sora
you
and
take
Naren
two.
are struggling to figure out which the business end of the shovel is. Up there.
I got it.
Oh, you did?
I made my success. Yeah.
Great job,
Big
guys.
Success on my part.
You widen the hole from the top and the bottom. And now it's only a TN1 to get through if you want to get through. Do you want to keep going and shovel some more?
I don't want to make such a big hole that it
Yeah,
becomes a real.
you're gonna
big
start
problem.
hitting
Yeah.
roots. Y'all are just gonna start going through roots. If
We
you
don't
want
want
to make
to
this hole
hurt
any bigger.
the tree. We just want to make it so it's not so difficult to get through.
So it's a TN1 fire survival roll to get yourself through this hole.
Should be easy at this point.
It's time for a weird side quest.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
For real.
Survival
I love it.
Fire, TN2, TN1.
Filler episode. Where's Bobo?
I'm gonna pee while y'all are doing this.
Look at that. I will just keep the one I need.
All right, Sora goes down. Dice K goes down. It's dark down there. Nobody can see except for.
Huh. It's dark down here. Maybe I should, like, make a light of some kind.
Oh, I'm glad you made extra successes, James, on that roll because you needed them because it was dark and you couldn't see.
What, extra successes are supposed to help him see?
No, well,
It helped me know what I was doing with the shovel, even though I
couldn't
couldn't.
see.
Oh,
Exactly.
okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Using other senses like touch and hearing.
And kinesthetic, which is the awareness of your own body's position.
Touch.
Can I
You know what?
some,
I totally thought I had a lantern, but I don't. But I do have magic.
I have a
You
lantern.
are our little lightning bug.
Sasha,
Can I spend some opportunity to notice something missing or out of place that isn't directly related to the task?
missing or out of place? I don't know. I don't have anything like that. I don't have anything like that. Okay.
Okay.
I can give you something though. Here, let me give you something. Let me give you a little something something. There. That should help you out. I'll give you that.
Okay.
You can use all of your senses. Like touch.
Touch.
Did Sora make a light?
I have not yet. I figure I might as well just cast Katana of Fire, and then I'll have a
Sure.
thing that's basically a torch in my hand.
Katana of Fire.
There we go.
Once there is existing light in the cavern, Naurin will light her lantern.
There we go. I've got a katana. And come on. I am going to make it a bow staff instead of a katana. That's what I will do with that opportunity. It looks less threatening than a sword, but also it does more damage.
All right, the katana, the bow staff, the bow staff ignites into flame. Y'all can see this entire grotto down here. It is like roots hanging from the ceiling. There's like river water coming up to the edge, and there's a bridge with like a weird building. It kind of gives you temple vibes. And the bridge kind of ends at the building, like right at the entrance. So there's no like walking around it or anything. There's just like bridge, entrance, and then water.
Bobo!
Okay, so bridge, building, and then just water after that.
Mm-hmm.
Naurin just mutters, "I told you there was something strange about that animal."
Oh.
What? He's fun and finds interesting secret things.
It feels strange down here. It reminds me of Shinneman Forest.
This
It does?
is
It does.
Definitely not something I would have expected to find. Well, shall we check the building? I think we should check the building.
All right, you head on over the bridge, and there are two big old double doors there with big giant handles that you can push or pull open.
Look to
Either
see if there are any
direction.
visible hinges.
There are no visible hinges. Apparently you push
Then
them
we'll
in.
try pushing first.
You have to
You
guess.
push them in.
That's
And-
right, because you would feel foolish going the wrong way first. Is that Bobo in armor in that little picture there?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Samurai Jack.
It's happening.
Samurai Jack Russell.
Foolish samurai warriors wielding a
Wait,
magic
we all met
sword.
Zokujin before, didn't we? Are these Zokujin?
They don't look
They
like
look
Zokujin. If you'd give me a second, I can
Zokujin.
describe the scene to you.
They look
Okay.
like turtles.
As you
Oh, no.
walk in, you see this like big room with it looks like some sort of ceremonies going on with these, I don't know, half turtle, half person people wearing ceremonial clothes, and next to one of the turtles wearing like garb that makes her look like a princess is Bobo wearing samurai clothes and like tied up. And then there's a priest turtle way over here, and he's like, and we are joined here to honor the spirits and join these two in holy matrimony. If anyone has an objection, speak now or forever hold your peace.
I object!
And everybody turns around.
And my immediate thought is, oh great, Kappa.
Naren's eyebrows look like they might fly off her face.
Pretty much the same thing for Daisuke. He's like astounded by what he's witnessing. He's like, what on earth?
The princess screams, "Ah! Humans! Get them! Get them out of here!" And all of these dudes, they all pull out little clubs, and this dude pulls out a Tetsubo.
I
And,
believe that is initiative.
It's time to do initiative stuff.
It's time to duel Kaiba.
This is amazing.
What the fuck?
This is exactly what I dreamed of last night.
Is this what you wanted?
This is exactly what I've wanted. This is what I've wanted my whole life.
Difficulty 1. And remember, initiative is difficulty 1.
Wow. Does affective harmlessness help me here? Because I look harmless.
Not for initiative.
Really?
No.
The opposite of harmlessness.
Where is... There's tactics. Tactics 1.
Well, I rolled well enough, even if it does say TN2 on mine.
I'll be right back.
And Sora, you didn't roll.
I did.
No, you got to go to the crosswords and click the D20.
I would
did
like
you-
to know.
Okay, it doesn't count if I just
No.
go in there in the character sheet.
Nope.
Okay,
Doesn't
where
put
do
it
I
through.
go?
Crosswords.
I didn't understand we were playing a Spirited Away RPG.
I love it. I love this.
Here.
Yep,
Okay.
that right there.
I'd like to use my opportunity to figure out a disadvantage of the princess at the front.
Ooh, yes, I can give that to you.
Oh, well,
I have prepared
this
these.
is better than I did before, so...
Disadvantage, right?
Drop
Well,
your strife though, because you kept 2 strife on the last roll. So make sure you give yourself that back.
Holy shit.
I feel good for having identified them as Kappa.
Well, it looks like I get to go first, but I kind of need to use the bathroom.
What are
Sora, don't forget to drop your
Kappa
strife by
are
2 because you kept 2 strife before.
yokai of Japanese myth that are turtle-based, often like to suck your intestines out through the asshole and have a bowl of water in place of the top of their skull.
So,
Wow, that's really
what
weird.
were you
but I was
saying, Tarek?
I was trying to say that you need to drop your strife by 2 because you kept 2 strife on the last roll, and so your strife is actually...
No, I didn't keep 2 strife. I used the opportunity I got to get rid of the strife that I got.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure because it was on the dice, so...
I was more asking the GM if there's any initial reaction. If these things are
Okay,
well
then
known
I
enough
have
in
2
Rokugani culture that
opportunity.
there should be some initial reaction.
Yeah,
we
everybody
haven't
knows
seen.
what Kappa are.
I don't. So I'm asking the GM, what can I know?
So-
Not you.
Kappa, it depends on what you want your character to know, but they're a mythological creature that's in all sorts of stories. They live in rivers or lakes and such, and they kind of tickle your bottom, whatnot.
Tickle
They-
your
they-
bottom.
Like
Are they
they
good
are.
spirits? Are they bad spirits? Are they mischievous?
They
Or-
are they are either mischievous or they are terrifying baddies that will kill you. Depending on
Okay.
what myth you subscribe to, they either
Gotcha.
like tickle your bottom and put fingers in your butt, or
What?
they will devour your intestines and
Seriously?
suck them out through. Yeah, so like it's a big range of what they
That's an
can and
understatement.
are. So
I am deeply
They
disturbed.
can
I did
also
not
be
think you were
signs of
being
good luck and or
serious.
signs of bad luck.
I will say this: have you ever played Super Mario Brothers?
No.
You've never played Super Mario Brothers.
Do I
Any
look like
Mario game.
plays Super Mario's? I don't even know how to use a controller.
That's a weird. I've learned something about Sasha.
Well, the
first
Koopas are
game I
based
ever
on
played
Kappa.
was Wizard 101, okay?
Wizard
okay,
101.
everything else has happened against my will.
Never played Super Mario. Well, you know what? Have you seen the Super Mario movie?
No.
Wow.
Do you know anything about Mario, like what Koopas are?
I only know about Luigi and not the one in Super Mario.
Then never mind. Don't even. For everyone out there in like YouTube
Real
land,
life land?
yeah, the Koopa Troopas are actually the little turtle guys are made after Kappa. Kappa, Koopa, it's like one letter away.
Yeah, I don't even know what that
Their
is.
name's not Koopas in the thing. Koopa is Bowser, and Bowser
Definitely
and
wants to eat your intestines.
he will
Your
definitely eat your
butthole.
butthole.
Sasha does game. She plays League of Legends. She
Genshin Impact and Baldur's Gate 3
yeah.
and like nothing else.
And Deep Rock Galactic. She knows how to.
I know how to rock and stone.
She plays
Yeah.
some MMORPGs too, like Dungeons and Dragons Online. So she does game. She just doesn't
Yes,
doesn't do platformers. She doesn't do shooters. She doesn't
No,
do
no.
Consoles.
I have only ever played like less than 10 games in my entire life because I'm not really. I play games, but I hyperfixate on a few very specific games and I don't touch anything else. I don't like anything else. So I'm not Tarek with like 500 games in his Steam library. I play like 5 games and I'll probably be playing those same 5 games until they're so old that my hardware can't run them anymore.
I don't know why Matt hasn't figured out how to use his face rig.
I don't think he's trying.
Oh, look.
Nope.
You just change the camera. You,
I knew
yeah.
it.
Uh huh. He's like, I'm not doing it. I don't care.
I play D&D. That's all
This
I know.
Matt loves anime, loves My Little Pony, loves everything around like what VTuber culture could be like is. You'd think he'd all be in, like, jump into that VTuber kind of thing. It's weird that he's...
Right now, we are doing something else, and if I were to try to figure out how to use OBS and project the VTuber thing, it would take all my attention, and I'd be like, huh? What's going on with the game?
You click the
What
little
did
button
I
that
miss?
says Start Virtual Camera, then you go into the Foundry's settings for your camera, and then you change the camera to your OBS Virtual Camera. Done.
Hey, maybe we make it next time we all have to have the face rig.
Crystal, Sora gets to go first.
Okay. Sora is pretty sure she doesn't know what's going on here, and that we don't necessarily need to be fighting. So I'm gonna make a command check to say, everybody stay where you are. I think we should discuss this.
Okay. It's going to be against the the Kappa Princess's orders to not do that and to attack you guys because she's already ordered them to do that.
I figured.
So bring the difficulty down to
command
1.
fire. Difficulty 1.
Mm-hmm. It's against her. You're
Okay,
whoever
so
gets the
it's
most successes.
contested
Yes.
success against success. I will spend a void point.
Oh my god. Well, at least she is in charge and she can do this.
No, I will not. How can I
Wait a minute, where's her
Can I-
skill?
uncheck
What the,
one?
hold on. That's wrong. I don't know why she where her skill dice went, but she didn't roll any skill dice. There we go. Okay. Alright. Finalize this step.
I
Apply all
have
the
a
strike.
video of a laptop on the right side of my monitor.
Oh,
What the fuck is this?
Windows giving you advertisements? Oh my god, Windows has taken over Microsoft has taken over her computer and is beaming
It's
advertisements.
an advertisement for Windows 11 coming up on my computer.
Lovely. All right. Well, she has 5 bonus successes. She wins. So,
And tell her what she wins.
yeah. I'm going to use those opportunity to do that.
She beat me by 1.
She beat you by 1. You still get to move. You still get 3 movement spaces. But no one's going to listen to you, filthy human. How dare you interrupt their spiritual center and this definite holy ceremony that's going on with no
Obviously, nothing wrong is being done here.
Nothing wrong is happening. That's just
this-
how you marry somebody, by tying them up.
Yeah, exactly.
Part of their rituals.
Doji Dice K.
Ah, boy. No, I'm tempted to use Lady Doji's decree on these guys too.
Sure, if you want
Which
to.
is-
Not gonna
That's the
help
one
the
that
dog.
lets you not get attacked, right?
Or maybe civility foremost, but that will help the dog. And
Don't you
one-
want to help the dog? We want to
Huh?
save the dog.
Yes.
Is Bobo the one that's tied up?
Yes.
Yes.
And is Bobo dressed like a princess, or is the other one dressed like a
No,
princess? Or are
the
they
turtle
both
girl is
Bobo's
the
dressed like a
princess.
samurai.
Bobo's the samurai, and the other
Yes.
one's the princess. Got
That's
it.
right.
I'm not assuming what Bobo's dress habits are.
Dog prince and turtle samurai.
Princess.
Dog samurai turtle princess.
That sounds like the name of a Studio Ghibli film.
let me. I forgot to.
Or a
send this
soft
out
rock band that with Japanese influence.
There.
Right.
I'm sorry to the
Turtle
people out in
Princess has to
YouTube
be
land.
a book.
There's the map, and there's where everybody is, and there's the turtle princess and the turtle thugs, and yeah.
Turtle thugs, turtle thugs.
By the way, just so you know, this is a big table that you can sit
There's the high
and
priest.
yeah, and these are chairs. These are big stones that jut out from the area. By the way, the entire inside is lit by these lamps, and this is water. The water is about knee high, so you're basically a charge to it. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Or thigh high for me.
Yes.
Just calf deep.
So, Doji Daisuke, what's going on?
So, civility foremost. As a scheme action, you may make a command or courtesy check targeting one character to claim protection for an individual of your choice by Rise of Honor. The TN of the check is equal to the target's vigilance.
Okay.
If you succeed, the target must forfeit honor equal to your Earth plus your bonus successes and suffer that much strife to perform an attack or scheme action targeting the chosen individual. This effect persists until the end of the scene or until the target performs an attack or scheme action.
But they're not targeting Bobo, they're targeting us.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I could use it for Bobo, but
Tell me what you are doing. I don't care what you.
Good,
I need to
maybe,
know what
might
you're doing. It's
do.
your turn,
trying to
my
make
friend.
himself look as harmless as possible, and also ingratiate to them. Say, hey, look, we weren't expecting this ceremony to be happening. We would love to attend. You know, just more like, you know, saying, hey, sorry, we're late to the party. Like, we should have been attending this wedding. We apologize for interrupting the ceremony. Something like that. Maybe performance reasoning.
So the Kappa
charge.
Princess has ordered them all to attack you.
Yeah.
Lady Doji's decree, they can't attack me if I use it. So courtesy void check.
So you can make Lady Doji's decree on you and be like, "I'm here to attend on the behalf of the Crane Clan." You can do that.
Uh-huh.
On behalf of the groom.
So go ahead, make your Lady Doji's decree.
All right.
The groom, who I'm assuming after he went through that dirty tunnel had a grooming appointment.
What is the vigilance of the princess?
I'm not telling you. It is a hidden TN.
Ah, all right. I'll spend that void point. Ooh. And since this is combat, I don't take strife from this.
Yep,
All
on
right,
Void, you
and
do not
bonus
take strife
success.
from that. Yep. Okay, as far as you know, you have Lady Doji decrees up.
Right,
how
I'm
many
trying to see what the
characters? How many
opportunity does
characters
for
are
you.
you targeting? Which characters?
All right, so let's see. The Lady Doji's decree. I'm targeting the princess
Okay.
and the officiator.
Okay. And anybody else?
Well, I mean,
Up to
I
your
can
school
only
rank.
select like a few targets. So, like with my opportunity, I only have one additional target, so 2 targets.
No, you can do as many as up to your school rank. It said.
All right, 3 then.
That's right.
So, who else?
That big guy
Who
with
else
the
can't hit
Tetsubo?
ya?
Yeah.
Okay. All of the little thugs, they are too uncultured to know not to attack you, but the big main guys, yeah, they don't want to attack you.
All right.
All right, they can't target you. You can move.
Okay, let's see. So I'm trying to think. Maybe here. I'm trying to make the double click thing, but it's not doing that right
Just
now.
click and hold.
Yeah, it's not doing that
Click
for
and
me,
hold?
unfortunately.
Okay, well then move 1, 2, 3. 3 spaces. That's 4.
All right.
That's 4. 1, 2, 3. That's here. Unless you have some technique or something, I don't know. That makes you move it.
Nope.
Okay. 3 spaces.
And I'll also do calming breath since, well, okay, no, I switched to void, so I have to be in water to do calming breath.
Yep. You're in void sands. Can't do that. All right, Kuronagi.
I am switching to water stance. Drawing my bow.
All right.
That's- Go here, okay. 1, 2, 3. And then how far are they?
You're moving through Narin, so you move 1 less.
I mean, I could just do this. 1, 2. Oh, then I'd be here.
Uh-huh.
1, 1, 2, 3.
Right there. That's
Right
good. Yeah, you can do that.
And then what range are they at? 1. Trying to tell, but the squares are
closest
messing with
one-
my guns.
Why does it say 15.999?
That's weird.
Hold on. Let me fix this. Configure grid size. Grid scale should be 1, right?
16.
It's 16 spaces.
Grid
So
scale.
1, 2, 3, 4. They're at range 5 from me.
Okay, range 5.
My bow, yeah, my bow does hit that far. Okay, cool.
6, 7, 8.
Okay. Targeting this guy because he's the one closest to me. There you go. Horse bow. Why isn't it showing up? Nope. Not Wakazashi. Horse bow. There we go. Now we got it. Okay. I'm going to use crashing wave style on the attack.
All right. Well, that's no good.
Lots
One
of
target of your action
opportunity.
must. So it doesn't say that I have to. That I have to.
That you don't have to
Hit.
hit.
So I'm spending 3 opportunity to use crashing wave style. When you make a ranged martial arts ranged water check, you may spend opportunity in the following ways: water opportunity plus 1 target of your action must resist with a TN3 fitness check, or suffer the bleeding condition and fatigue equal to their shortfall. Increase the TN of the check to resist by 1 per opportunity spent this way. So I spent 3 opportunities. They're going to be needing to make a TN6 fitness check to resist getting
Sure.
struck by the.
Sure, they're on water. So, water fitness. TN6.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's TN5. You want to do it at TN3, and then 2 more. Plus 1, plus 1.
Okay, the TN5. I thought it said, well, because it says increase it by the number of opportunities spent. So
Increase it by not 2.
Boom. Boom. Nope. Nope. Fail. So,
They will
Suffer-
take 3 fatigue and gain the bleeding condition.
Okay.
That's the end of my turn.
And our status effects still are not. They're not fixed yet. Dang it. Okay. Youngso, you're up.
I will move 3 to here, and then make my other action to climb up onto the table.
Okay, you can do that. Definitely. And Naurin.
Okay, I have a question because it will determine what I try to do. First thing, if I also try to command them to stand down like Sora did, is whoa. Can he still hear us? Can you still hear me?
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, it says you disconnected. So, if I try to do the same thing, is she going to re-roll or is she previous roll for command or whatever?
No, it'll be against her command.
Okay, the same one.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. And also, can I use my auto success on it?
This is like a combat, not a like.
Since when has the auto success not been allowed to be used in combat? We've used it in combat before.
Well, yeah, I know. You can like.
Technically, it's
Here's the thing.
It's a
Yeah, but it's never been used to
roll
end
where
the combat.
she rolls and you roll, and the TN is only 1, so it's kind of like when you roll initiative.
Yeah, the TN's basically 1, which means you'd succeed, but you also fail. You succeed the TN, but you didn't succeed in the contested roll because you don't get bonus successes, and that's how contested rolls work.
Okay, that's what I was trying to clarify.
Yeah.
Kind of changes stuff. I was hoping I might be able to get away with that.
I mean, if you have some badass technique that's really hard to roll, now's the time to use it.
Now's the time to. I mean, I don't necessarily want to kill somebody because that's usually what my techniques do.
Yeah, but they're all coming for us.
I know, but I was trying to think of a way to diffuse the situation. Okay, another question.
That's why my first thing was, hey, let's talk about this.
I was hoping Matt might try to be like, talk about this and go the courtesy route, but what I want to ask is if Naurin says, if Naurin calls out to Bobo and says, Bobo, are you being held here against your will?
I just wanna read this out loud, so you know, I am doing this correctly. If the GM needs to compare the performance of 2 or more characters on similar checks where neither is clearly resisting the other, each character's bonus successes or shortfalls provide the information. The character with the most bonus successes or is the shortest shortfall, if all fail, performs the task the best.
Okay.
So that's what a competitive check is. So it's based on bonus successes.
So if the role is being contested, an auto success is not the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
One of those rare things. Personally, personally, I hate.
I'm having some kind of weird thing happening visually on the screen. The thing around Naurin is just going.
Instead of spinning.
Okay, Sasha, what's your action?
I was asking Bobo if he needs help, basically.
Bobo's like,
oh, he's whining.
He's been muzzled. Even he's sat tied up.
Has he been muzzled? I didn't hear that. I didn't think he was muzzled. Is he not capable of speaking?
he's a dog, maybe.
Well, they're turtles. They talked. The fuck?
Yeah, but Bobo's never.
Yeah,
talked to
exactly.
And he's
But-
upright, apparently, right? He's
Yeah,
a little-
He's
Sure,
doing
he's
a
up.
doggy whine. He
Okay,
may
well-
just be sad and like.
Okay, I'm gonna assume the sad whining is a cry for help, and take that as my answer. Okay.
He's a dog, right? So he should be like, I killed the rabbit.
What?
Do you not remember that old Bugs Bunny cartoon? Anyways, yeah, he whines
will
at
pet you
you
and name
and
you
gives you big
George.
puppy dog eyes.
Okay.
Because that's what's in his face.
Then I guess I'm trying to figure out. I don't know anything about what kind of weapon is this guy holding. I'm trying to ping, but it won't let me.
That is a tetsubo.
What's a tetsubo?
It's a giant club with
It's
big,
like a bat with nails in it. Think of it like that.
Think of it kind of like that. It's a gigantic.
It's a
bat-like
spiky club.
with big.
What does
steel
it do
balls
in
it.
terms of like in L5R? Is it like cumbersome? Is it like does it make bleeding? Is it like
It
a
doesn't
what-
make you bleed. It's a type of club.
It's the type of bludgeoning weapon.
Yes.
Okay. Because okay,
It,
do you think it would be a dumb
does,
idea
like,
to challenge
moderate
the princess
damage.
to a duel for the Bobo's freedom? Because if I do that, she's probably gonna have her big
Dude.
turtle guard do it.
Dude,
Yeah, she'll
if
probably
you-
have
if
a
you challenge
champion.
The turtle princess to a duel for the honor of Bobo, I
You might die.
might, I don't know, I might pass
Pass
out tonight.
away?
That's just, it's too good.
A
It
tets-
is like every dream I have ever had as a child growing up.
Tetsubo are cumbersome, durable war gear.
Okay.
There's some endurable.
Well, I'll hold off until we get closer anyway. Because there's no point in taking a bunch of strife in the middle of a duel when we're this far away. Okay, so instead, I will move. I can move once as a movement, and then I can move again as an action, right?
As a maneuver action, yes. And then
As
you
a
can
maneuver
roll
action.
dice to move even further if you want to do that.
Okay, but then I have to be on water.
No.
No.
No? The water would just
the
let me attack
maneuver
afterward?
action would be your roll.
Would be your roll for the. Yeah.
And I can move 3 spaces as a normal movement, right?
Yep. And then you can move another one as an action. And as part of that action, you can make a roll on your current ring fitness check to move even more if you want.
Okay. To move even more as an attack and movement action, and then this is when I perform a maneuver action. So maybe I could do that.
A maneuver
Okay,
is a
I don't think I'm gonna reach anyway. Okay, I guess I'll try that. It
Sure.
can't hurt.
no,
since
no
I can't-
harm in it.
I can't do anything else yet. Is it a TN2?
It's a TN2.
Yeah, you see, the special thing about being on water stance for being able to move is it lets
can
you
potentially
do
do
an
an
extra
attack action
action
after?
you don't have to roll for. And if you wanted to, that action could be doing a non-rolled maneuver.
Okay.
Oh, never mind. I have to draw my weapon. I can't do this. Forget about it. I can't do this. I have to draw my weapon.
You can't draw
you
your
can-
weapon. You can't.
Right.
You're on air
That's
stance.
why Right.
you
That's why I'm
move
saying I can't move this far anyway. I have to
Yeah.
move and draw my weapon, and that's
Okay.
it. So I have to move back.
Then move 3 back, and you draw your weapon. Boom, you're
Forget
done.
about it.
Instead of a maneuver, we're
You could
doing a
always
weapon
use it
draw.
to draw your weapon, though.
Perfect.
Okay, apparently at my side the map has frozen because the dice are laying on it and Naurin hasn't moved.
My
It's okay,
jujitsu
it's
draws
okay.
rely on me making attacks. I can't.
It's okay, guys. At this point in time, we're gonna stop the game here, and we're gonna pick it back up next week.
Matt, get your VTuber avatar working. Rest of us, let's just go ahead and do that just for fun next time.
I'll see what I can do.
Somebody will have to tell me what this is.
All right, guys. Hey, thank you for watching out there in live stream YouTube land or on Moonbeam. I haven't even checked. Is anybody watching on Moonbeam? We're on Moonbeam. Thank you if you watched on Moonbeam. Thank you if you watched on YouTube. Hit that like button. Give us a comment. Tell us how we're doing. And from James, Crystal, Tarek, Sasha, and maybe Matt. I don't know if he's there or not. My name is Corey.
I'm here, buddy.
Go roll some dice.